Hello Reformers, and welcome to a special feature of Glorious Companions. Now, Glorious Companions is very similar to a game that we all know and love, which is Mount and Blade. It has the same similar sort of world map style, and it incorporates a number of other elements from various other games too. So, for example, Heroes of Might and Magic is a big inspiration for this game. If you'd like to check out the game's store page, by the way, there is a link in the description. And as far as I'm aware, they are aiming for an early access release date of June. I don't know anything more specific than that, but anyway, we are going to be creating a new game here. Now, there's also another game which you may see as being a bit of an inspiration here. Anyway, we are going to be creating our company here. Reformia? No, we're going to go for Reformia, thank you very much. And our lord will be called Reformist, because that's me, and I'm the leader, I suppose. Now, there are two factions that you can choose from potentially. The other faction is not currently included in the game just yet, because of course, it's still in development. You can see the version number in the bottom left, it's version 0.1, so obviously I'm kind of on a pretty early kind of test build here, and who knows what's going to happen with early access. They have a number of plans, a number of features that they want to implement, and well, we'll see how that goes. But so far, I'm actually really enjoying the game. I'm just really, really bad at it. So if I end up losing my entire party, you know why. It's because I'm really bad at tactics games. Anyway, a few adventurous men have joined your company in hopes of future glory and fame. Take care of your companions, as they're the key to becoming a successful leader. Visit nearby towns if you need better equipment, warriors, or a job perhaps. Beware of the lords in this region, as their troops are armored to the teeth and they're eager to test their battle prowess. Alright, so here we go. This is where we are. Ooh, we've got some bandits almost immediately, and we also have the Viscount Lovell over there. Alright, so this is your main company screen, or technically this is actually your lord's screen, where you can upgrade your skills and pay the bills. Yes, I couldn't help it. Okay, so what we are going to do is, I am thinking we're probably going to increase our maximum company size at least once, and then I'm thinking we're going to do something else. I don't know what I'm going to do though. Surgery increases the passive health regeneration on the world map. That sounds pretty good to me. Increases your movement speed on the world map. That sounds also really good. Now, personally, what I'd like to see, generally because this is early access, I tend to like to make a little bit of a couple of suggestions and things like that. And I think the developers are open to suggestions here and there about, how they can make the game better. Otherwise, they wouldn't be going into early access, obviously. And personally, what I'd like to see is a kind of similar system to how Mount and Blade does it, but a little bit different in the way that you will have attribute points, and then you'll have other points. Do you know what I mean? So like two different kinds of points, one for attributes, in other words, strength, agility, etc., and one for skills, so that you can potentially have, like, I don't know, 5 attribute points at the beginning, and then maybe, I don't know, 3 skill points or something along those lines, so that you can actually get a pretty decent start here, because I have to choose now, and obviously this is a pretty big thing. Choice is obviously a very, very major component here, where you're choosing, or in my case, I'm choosing between being good in actual combat scenarios, or being better at being a leader, or, being better on the world map in many respects, like being able to restore my health a little bit quicker, and so on and so forth. So anyway, as you can see, this is the company screen. Unfortunately, abilities are not currently implemented in this build, but they will be later down the line. Anyway, as you can see, I currently have a saber available to me right now, and that is my main weapon. As you can see, we have action points. The combat is based on action points like XCOM and things like that, but it's a little bit different than XCOM, because usually XCOM is just having the 2 pips, if you know what I mean, below the health bar, in comparison to having actual little action points there, but the combat is relatively similar. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to equip a wooden shield on our main character here, and we're also going to equip our fur armor to make ourselves take a little bit less damage. Now, the cool thing about... Yes, the cool thing about this game is that many of your companions have randomized names. So I really like that. Can I actually... Oh, you can actually permanently dismiss this companion. Don't really want to do that. But they also have randomized gear as well, because I actually played a little bit beforehand, before recording this. And as you can see, they also have unique abilities as well. Like, for example, this guy has a negative ability, which reduces his ability to dodge, shield, and parry by 10. That's really harsh. I have a feeling he's going to die first. He probably is going to die first, isn't he? So, yeah, otherwise we just have... Oh, wow, polearm. That's pretty cool. Range of 2. Short spear, range of 1. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Then otherwise we have pepper, leather, wood, and obviously band-aids. Band-aids are obviously going to be very, very important for us. And we are going to make our way over to these bandits almost immediately, I think. Oh, yeah, by the way, here's the world map. If you wanted to take a look at it, it's pretty crazy. There's a huge amount of... Wow, yeah, it's actually a lot bigger than even I thought. But you can see all of these names right here. These are all towns. And as far as I'm aware, I think the towns are actually randomized as well. So every single time you play, you're going to have a different experience every time. I don't exactly know how the lords are done. I don't know whether the lords are randomized at all, but I am wanting to... Oh no, I want to actually... Yes, I want to fight. I want to fight the bandits. Thank you very much. Okay. You carefully approach bandits. You've heard their howling and barking for quite some time already, but they are very close now. You see a pack of wolves scattered behind the line of trees, their red eyes glowing in the forest's shadows. They won't wait any longer. The battle is unavoidable. Let's prepare for battle. Alright, so the initial battle is going to consist of you placing a couple of people on the main little area here. You can turn the camera however you like. Personally, I like to have the camera like this, so you have a little bit more of a view on things. I'm actually going to turn it around so we can see these guys in the top there. So what we can do, there's a number of obstacles on the field too, so we're just going to place a couple of our people round about here. We're just going to place them randomly, really, because I don't really think we have... Yeah, that guy's got a massive two-handed axe. I'm a bit worried about that. Let me tell you, the previous time that I played, let's just say that one of the first battles that I participated in was against 5 bandits, and one of my units basically died instantly from 50 damage. So there's definitely something that I'm going to need to be more careful of as we go forward here. And I think the main reason for that is rotation. In this game, there is a rotate ability. And the rotate ability is obviously going to make a big difference to your tactics. It's going to make a big difference to how much damage you actually take in these battles. So having your people facing the opponent is a really, really big deal. So making that your number one priority, or at least a very high priority, is going to be very important. And we are going to do that and this. I think that should be fine. Now what I'm going to do from now on is I'm basically just going to make it so that there is no Overwatch, by the way, so, well, not yet at least. I don't know whether they're thinking of adding anything like that, but what we're going to do is... I'm a bit just kind of thinking to myself, what can I do here? Well, what can I get? Well, I can do this, and then I can do something like here, and then maybe like so. Maybe like so. Maybe we need to do a little bit more of a restructuring, but I'm basically just wanting to get ready for this guy if he actually decides to attack us. Now, I don't want to go forward any further, because that's going to give them the initiative and the first strike, which I really do not want. So what we're going to do is I'm going to move this guy here, and we'll move this guy down here as well, We'll basically just move a little bit away here, and we'll see what happens. We are facing the opponent as far as I can tell, but I think the main... Yeah, look at that. He's trying to be sneaky. He's trying to be sneaky, but I don't think that's going to work. I'm actually wondering, is this fence going to prevent him from going anywhere, or can he jump over it? I don't know about that. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So let's see. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. Okay, so let's have a look. He might try to send his... No, he's not sending his lower level units in first. Okay, so we're going to have to be a bit careful here. So he's not really going to be able to do too much, at least in my opinion. If he comes along like here, he probably won't be able to do anything, really. He probably won't be able to do anything, so that's a pretty good thing. Let's try and move our forces just a little bit more spread out. There we go. Now let's see what happens, because we might be able to... Yeah, there we go. Okay, so... Ooh, nice dodge. Ooh, that was lucky. That was really lucky right there. I was a bit worried about that, to be honest. Okay, so now what we can do is we can actually move around. As you can see, we can move around to the back. That's going to cost us actually everything. That's going to cost us all our action points. So that's a bit problematic. As you can see, well, technically what we could do is we could go there. Let's go here, and then we will rotate, and then we will kill this guy, or we will try to kill him. Can I rotate this way? Yes. Okay, good. Yes, that's what I want. Okay, so I think I used some action points to do that as well, which is a bit unfortunate, but it is required if you're going to be a little bit defensive. Do you know what I mean? So hopefully we'll be able to do that. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn this way, and we're going to try and stab this guy. Ooh, he dodged it. Oh dear, that's not good. Well, oh, there we go, 9 damage. But now he's turned around. He's turned around a little bit, so I should be able to do a lot of damage to him from behind. As you can see, target is flanked, and also target is overwhelmed because he is surrounded by 3 of our units. So technically, we should do a lot of damage. Yeah, that's some nice damage. Okay, can I get some more damage from this guy? Yes, 47 damage. Whoa, that's really nice. And there's victory. Now you may be asking, why was that victory? There's 2 enemies left. Well, it's because we eliminated the enemy's leader first, and that is a very, very big deal. So eliminating the leader is really very important. You got to try and protect your leader while attacking the enemy's leader, which if you want to win quickly, that is. So that's a pretty cool way to go about things, because obviously without their leader they're not going to be too useful. So pretty awesome, and I'm actually really surprised I was able to do that in the first place. So there you go. Now what I'd also like to see is prisoner taking. Obviously I'd like to see prisoner taking and some other things like that, but obviously this is very early, you know, very early version of the game. And what I'm thinking of doing now is I think I might go, I'm not entirely sure whether that's an aggressive town or not. Ooh, we got some wolves right there, a bit worrying. We got some bandits there as well. Okay, so I think I might go and attack those bandits. That might be an idea. Now you can improve your speed, as you can see right here. You can actually increase it to ×3, which is pretty insane. I like that quite a bit. These wolves want to kill me. I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't. Ooh, yes. Okay, I escaped. Phew. Okay, so this actually gives me a good opportunity to actually show you one of the towns. Now, basically, this game started off as kind of like a pen and paper adventure among friends, and they've actually taken it and created a game out of it, which is pretty amazing in my opinion. I believe over 10 years, I think the developer actually told me that. So that's pretty amazing in my opinion to actually go with so much time and so much effort into it. And you can just see the pen and paper roots right here, because it says you're currently here, allows you to manage the city and interact with it. Now obviously I can't enter here because I've already entered it, so nothing to do there. Anyway, full of shady wanderers and opportunistic recruits available for hire. So we might want to do that. As you can see, look at that. Okay, so now we have the opportunity to recruit a raider of some kind, which might actually make sense. He does have a rather negative ability which gains him 25% less experience, but he is much cheaper, as you can see. So I'm actually going to be recruiting him. Let's recruit him. And what else do we want to do here? Well, obviously there's a flea market, so technically what you can do is you can sell some things if you want to. I think I will sell a couple of things. I don't think we really need to keep anything on us right now. I don't think so. I don't think food is required or anything like that, at least at the moment. I do think band-aids are definitely required. I think they are, because they will, you know, heal your units up and so on and so forth. So I'm going to buy a couple of band-aids. And then what else do we have? We have quests. We do actually have quests here. So as you can see, lately we have been in constant war with all our neighbors. We need more weapons. So war supplies. So you need to give them weapons. What's this? That might be really too difficult. Brave warrior to gain revenge over over these red lizards apparently. So I guess I could take it just in case, but I am highly unlikely to be able to complete it, but we'll see. Anyway, then you have a bunch of other little areas here which will allow you to do various things. For example, you can go to the Assassin's Guild, which will teach offensive abilities. Obviously, as I've said previously in the episode, abilities at the moment are not currently activated, but they might be in the early access version. I don't know how far they are along, obviously. Anyway, monks living in here will heal your wounded companions and resurrect fallen comrades. That's awesome. That's really cool, because I actually had someone die in my previous save game, and so that means you can come here and you can get that person resurrected, which is really cool. And then you have the Vanguard facility, which teaches defensive abilities, and then you have the university, which teaches engineering. So, pretty cool, right? Yeah, pretty cool. All right, so I now have 5 in my company, and what I'm gonna do... Oh, actually, did I level up? Oh, I actually leveled up. Oh, that's pretty fantastic. Okay, so I'm actually unsure what I should be speccing into now. I mean, surgery is pretty good, but I think we should probably go for something else now. So maybe we want to go for some defense, used to calculate shield block chance and damage reduction in incoming attacks. Strength is used to calculate melee attack accuracy, weapon damage, and parry chance. You know, I think I'm actually going to go with just 2 points straight up in strength. I think that's probably going to be the best thing for us to do. You know what I should have done, you know? Probably should have bought some armor. It would have made more sense to buy some armor rather than this guy, but maybe he's going to be turning out to be an absolute monster of a guy, and maybe he's going to do so much damage that we really don't have to worry about anything. He has 12 strength, which is pretty good. Most of our guys have 8 strength, so having 12 strength, that's really nice. He has 80 HP as well, where everyone else has 50, so this guy's going to be pretty good for us, I think. Now what we can do is I will hopefully be able to... Oh, those bandits have 4 members now. That's not particularly good. Well, we'll try it. As you can see, also, if you do attempt to attack anyone, and you don't then want to attack them after that, you only have a 70% or a particular percentage chance for it to be successful. So be a bit careful, I guess. Anyway, let's prepare for battle and go in and try and see if we can defeat these bandits. Now, obviously, as I've said, focusing on the enemy leader is a surefire way of getting them, well, getting them dead pretty quickly and easily. So we'll maybe try that again. We'll see. I'm just going to place a bunch of people here, and we'll place our main guy over there. Alright, so this is actually pretty good, because what we're going to do is I'm actually going to try, if I can... Oh, he's being a bit... he's being a bit sneaky this time around. I was actually hoping that I might be able to maneuver around, if you know what I mean. So maneuver around him and see what we can do there, but it might be a bit problematic, so maybe we're going to have to do something a bit differently here. We might have to use some of our people as decoys, basically, and then we'll see what happens. This guy's very slow, as you can see. He's going to be pretty difficult to get anywhere, to be honest, so maybe we should just wait for the opponent to come to us. That might be basically our only option, which is not exactly great. But if it's our only option, then it's our only option. Who knows? So let's just move along here. And along here. There we are. And... wow, this guy is really slow. He is super slow. So I'm a bit worried now that they're going to attempt to get into a fight with us ahead of schedule so that our other friend back there can't actually participate too easily. So maybe that is a thing. Yeah, so as you can see, you also have to rotate before you can actually move in that direction. So you could see there that I wasn't actually able to tell my unit to walk back over here because obviously the rotation was not in the right place. So that's a pretty big deal too. Anyway, I'm actually just going to end the turn and see what happens here. Because I want to see where I should actually take my my heavy unit. Lurbuck Greyborn. Yes, come on then, Lurbuck. Because I don't really want to be caught out. So if we can kind of force them to come in and attack us first, then that's obviously going to be my my decision, my preference, should I say? And yeah, I should go over there. There we go. Alright, so let's see what happens. Maybe they're going to be okay, and they're going to... whoa, the leader is being pretty audacious right there. He's coming pretty close. I'm not too sure about his decision-making right there, but okay. I'm not going to tell him. I'm not going to tell him what he can do and what he can't, because I'd much prefer him to murder himself. That would be nice. So let me see if I can move some people around here, and let's try and maneuver them. There we go. And now we're going to put this guy here. Alright, so they're going to attack us. That's obviously going to happen. They are going to attack us. Whoa, that's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. Yeah, oh, nice dodge. That's a fantastic dodge right there. I think that guy's dead. Yep, he's dead. So, yeah, you can see people die really, really fast. But now that we have the opportunity, we are going to be able to wail on this guy like no one's business. But unfortunately, the leader is a bit out of our reach at the moment. So we are just going to murder this fellow as best we can. And yeah, there we go. He's dead. Okay, that's fantastic. That gives us a good amount of experience right there. And I'd like to move away from this guy, but it seems like that might not happen. So let's move. Let's rotate ourselves. Let's move over here. Can I attack him? Yeah, I can attack him. So let's kill him. Ooh, okay. That's some pretty decent damage, actually, I gotta say. And maybe... I kind of want to move over here, but... let's move over here and then just rotate ourselves around, and then we'll just attack him normally. And can I move here? Yes, I can. I can move here too. That's great. That's very nice. Okay, good. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay, now don't kill Lurbuck. Don't kill Lurbuck. Come on now. He's a friendly person. Okay, that's a lot of damage, but thankfully we do have a shield on our main character there, so the shield is making things much easier for us. Okay, so let's rotate ourselves. Let's kill this, or try to. Yep. There we go. That's a nice kill, and now we can start doing some damage here as well. Ooh, shield block. That was a good block right there. Okay. Lurbuck might actually die here. How much damage can he actually do? 25 to 29. Okay, I'm going to attack. And can I do anything with this guy anymore? No. Can I move away? No. Okay. Well, this is... this is difficult. Okay, well, I am facing him now, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, there we go. A dodge. That's what we like. Oh, yes, we like a dodge. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Yeah, okay, so they do... personally, I feel like maybe the AI does a little bit too much damage. I mean, 43 damage, and he's just a regular bandit with a hatchet. He is level 2, though, so I suppose maybe that's the reason, but... I guess my guys don't actually have armor on. If they had armor on, it would make all the difference. So maybe they don't even need tuning. I don't think they do, at least. So let's just murder that guy. There we go. And now, let's move around here. Let's rotate ourselves. Let's rotate this way. And gonna just go here. And let's murder. Oh yeah, almost. We almost have him. Let's rotate. Can't go anywhere else. Can't go anywhere else. Okay. Now this is when I wish we had some kind of ability to kind of prevent enemies from moving out of our melee range, but it's okay because we've got this in the bag. Or do we? Or do we? Yes, we do. Okay. Phew. That was close, but yeah. Now that is actually really cool though, because we gained a huge amount of experience, and you can see here, look at that. One of our guys has already leveled up. Unfortunately, these fellows, they are now dead. So what I am going to need to do is I will need to go back to the temple, of course, and I will need to try and heal them up. So now, bandages, what do they actually do? Well, look, there you go. Bandages basically give you about 10 or so HP, and you can use them once on this screen. So basically it's just a way to get your guys in, in the fight just that little bit quicker, because obviously they are going to regenerate health while you are on the world map as well. And, oh, look at that, we also obtained a wooden shield. So that's actually pretty cool, because obviously shields, very, very important. They can save you from a lot of damage. My leader was almost killed, but thankfully, because of the shield, we were able to, pull out a bit of a victory there. Now, the wooden shield that I picked up is actually not for me, it's just for the quest, as you can see right there. So obviously being able to defeat bandits and complete quests is a really good idea as well. But anyway, that will be it for this episode. If you'd like to check out the game, there is a link in the description. And otherwise, I thank you very much for watching and for joining me, and I will see you next time.